Zepeda. I was listening to Coach Malachi's show. I think it was Friday, and they was talking about it. And you know, it was some mixed feelings. And Coach had a good idea. I think one idea was better than the other one. His first idea I liked was that all boxing rings should be standard universal, but that's because you don't have a governing body. That's a problem. When you don't have an international governing body or a national governing body, you get all these different sizes and shit. And I agree with Coach. You shouldn't have that many sizes. But he said Shakur and Williams will fight in a smaller ring. All right, I'm done. I addressed that too at the end. But is he on robbery alert? Yeah, I keep telling y'all, man, it's not just because it's Shakur. It's because how they score in boxing. For one, they don't like him. So when you get this disdain and dislike for you, you think that doesn't go into the commission or the judges. You know, the judges are fans too. You know, they got to sit there and watch that shit too. So, but also they just scoring it for ineffective aggression. I said it again and again. Ever since Triple G and Canelo won, they've been scoring a lot of fights for ineffective aggression. You know, and just because you moving backwards or you sliding on the ropes don't mean you're not winning. But I will say this in their favor: when you watching a fight when you watching a fight in person or in an arena and at home, it's totally different. The cameras do fights better, more justice. When you ringside in an arena, it looks like a totally different ball game. So, you know, you really got to be able to watch what's going on and what you're scoring. You know, scoring a fight is as simple as hit, not get hit. That's it. That's the name of the game. Hit and don't get hit. Who did a better job of doing that? You know, it's on a point system. It's not how I feel or how I look. No, it's on a point system. You get 1 point a round. 2 points for a knockdown. If you knock it down again, point deductions, it can go up. That's how it's scored. You can have a monster first round, third round. But most people see it as a 10-9 round. You got 3 monster rounds, round 1, 5, and 6, where you totally tear this nigga out the frame. But you only get 3 points for those rounds. There's other rounds where he dominated and controlled the other rounds, right? He won 7-3 if it's a 10-round fight. Or what, 9-3 if it's a 12-round fight. That's just the way it's scored. And people say when you bring that case up of how you should score it, they turn around and tell me, well, we need to reform scoring. No, this is what it is, bro. This is how you score a fight. Who is more effective? Not because you're pushing the fight. You could be pushing forward, throwing punches, but if you're not landing, but it's the entertainment value. It's not entertaining. And the other guy is countering you all night. He's controlling it. He's taming the beast. There you have it. There you have it, Buttercup. There you have it. Keep telling you all that shit, man. So that's how you score. So, of course, he's on upset alert because from the simple fact, they scoring for ineffective aggression. You got a guy that come forward through a lot of punches. That's, you know, you're already a disliked guy in boxing. Nobody likes you. Negroes, whites, you know, Mexicans. Like, you're just an unlikable motherfucker. You beefing with your own culture. Puerto Ricans don't support you. So, of course. But I think he's one of those guys that thrives under pressure. And is anything he can do to counteract? Yeah. You throw a lot of punches, guess what? If he is what we say he is, he's going to defend. He's going to punch with him. That's how you beat the guy that throw a lot of punches. You punch with him. But a lot of times these guys punch with him, and they punch with him with one shot, kind of like Leonis and Boots. Punch with somebody, throw multiple shots. That's my thing. You punch with somebody, throw multiple shots. And Shakur is gonna use angles. He's gonna catch and shoot. He's gonna beat him to the punch. He's gonna keep him off balance. He's gonna use that wide base against him. So, but Zepeda, if he use a jab, that'll help him out a lot more. So, but if Zepeda can't make Shakur look exciting, Shakur never look exciting. So, if Zepeda can't do it, Make Shakur excited, nobody can. Nobody can. But yeah, of course, just off the reputation, and then otherwise, you fight guys like that, you take it to them. I don't know why a lot of people buy into the hype. Take it to them. You take the fight to them. You bag them up. That's how you do it. That's why you should always pride yourself. That's why you should always pride yourself on being a well-rounded fighter. Even having some brawling ability, you should work on kind of being a brawler too. Because you never know. You might have to come back. You might just chuck your chin and strap your nuts on and walk a motherfucker down. That's what I feel, but I think when you're dealing with guys like Zepeda and Chavez and Tyson, sometimes it's best to take the fight to them. Sometimes, take it right to them. That's what I would do. I'm gonna stop that juggernaut before he get to going. Gun and knife show. That might be interesting. I might do that. No, it's already passed. It's the ceramic expo now. No, it's today the last day of the gun and knife show. What's today? I might have to go to that. I might. It's the last day. I ain't got shit to do now. I'm going to see what's that movie? The Sinner. I'm going to see that Sunday. But yeah, that's my whole thing about it. But he can use angles, feints. Zepeda got to come with the mindset, man, I'm just about to walk this hoe down. Nasty, dirty, hit him on the hip. Remember when Mr. T threw Clever Lane, threw Rocky in the back in the corner? Threw him in the corner and shit. But yeah, about the ring size, they should make Shakur fight in a smaller ring or whatever. I don't know what's considered a standard ring, but honestly, I'm addicted to this. Sorry. Honestly, it's your job as a fighter to cut the ring off. So whatever the ring size is, I agree with Coach. This should be a standard ring size. But it's your job as a fighter to cut the ring off. When you follow guys around the ring, when you don't jab, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, Minnie Cooper in the house. When you don't jab, you know what I'm saying? You don't go to the body. It's hard to cut a motherfucker off in the ring. Hard to cut somebody else off. Cut somebody off. Cut the ring off on somebody. Just keeping it a beam, bro. So, should they fight in a smaller ring? It may make Shakur Stevenson more creative. You might get more out of him. But I definitely don't want to see a bigger ring. They should. They should do a regular size ring. It should be standard for heavyweights, everybody. And for this fight in particular, I would like to see it. When you put in certain situations, it makes you more creative. And that's why God, takes us through trying times and really test our critical thinking skills, because to see how creative we gonna get. And I said this in one of my videos the other day, man. It's a lot of times when I wanted to quit. And I used to, get so used to quitting. And I had to figure out as a man, if I kept going, you know how much further I'd be off? So I had to figure, okay, I can't quit. I gotta keep going. And that temporary feeling of, I wanna quit. You keep going through it and it's just a feeling. Well, I never noticed this Burger King right here. Never noticed it. It's the temporary feeling that you wanna quit. It's just a feeling. And once you get past that feeling of quitting, you just figure it out. It's water under the bridge. You keep going and you progress. So yeah, we gotta keep pushing. So I would like to see how creative that, you know, young Shakur can be. So I agree with kind of Coach saying that maybe a smaller ring may benefit. It may benefit. You might see how creative he actually can get. But, you know, hey, man, that's him. That's his situation. I would like to see one me and Coach agree on that one. One standard ring size for all. I would agree with that. One standard ring size for all. I agree. So, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description, hit the link tree. Find me everywhere. Appreciate y'all joining the Patreon. We gone.